guest designs and develops a range of award-winning electric bicycles. He got my attention because I don't apparently even have to pedal. I don't know. We're going to find that out. He's the president of Currie Technologies, and they make the e-Flow electric bicycles. Larry Pizzi. Larry, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you?
I'm just great, Dave. Thanks so much for having me.
It's a pleasure, and even though you were on the other side of the room, you just biked over to our broadcast area here at the Showstoppers event. And was I correct in assuming I don't have to pedal, or do I have to pedal a little? How does the electric bike work?
Well, it is a bicycle, so it's designed to be ridden like a normal bicycle where you would do some pedaling. However, that's an option. There's two modes. There's a power on demand mode, which has a throttle, and then there's a pedal assist mode, which most people wind up riding in. That basically,
so a little pedaling, but it's helping out, huh?
Absolutely. It basically is like riding your bicycle on a moving sidewalk. It's really quite a wonderful experience, especially if you've got some terrain where you live.
Yeah, well, of course, in Miami, we don't have any hills or mountains, but I can pretend and then just get a little extra pedal assist going.
Absolutely. It enables you to go further and faster than you would on a normal bike.
That's very cool. So now I can actually fake people out and think, oh, look, there's Dave finally exercising a little. No, they just think I am. But the bike's doing at least some of the work, right?
Here's the deal. I think there's a lot of misconception about what an electric bike is. In actuality, you are getting a fair amount of exercise. You can just regulate how much level of support you get. So it really does enable you to go further and have really a more enjoyable ride than you would on a normal bike.
Well, you guys have been around for some time. Chris is actually showing the bike right now. H took some video earlier and walked all the way around it. It's a nice looking bike. I mean, it looks like it A, well built, and B, it looks like a fun thing to ride. In this case, it's a Swiss design, I'm noticing, even on the bike.
Yeah.
What makes that different?
Well, actually, we employed a Swiss industrial design firm to come up with an integrated design where the battery was integrated into the form factor of the frame, and all the electronics are integrated as well. So e-bikes have been around for a while. This is not necessarily a new thing, but what's new is the integration, and the technology has dramatically improved. So it's really an extension of your human power and feels and rides like a normal bicycle would. No compromise from a handling characteristic standpoint.
Now, of course, I'm thinking the obvious question for a lot of our audience might be, well, how long does the battery last? Which is anything with our mobile devices, in this case now a bike. So how long does the battery last? And are we going to end up exercising more than we expected because now we don't have any more pedal assist?
Well, that'll never happen because there's a battery gauge built right into the display. So you always know how much range you have left.
So if you go as far as you can, where by the time you turn around and head back, you're good to go if it comes to that, right?
Exactly. And it does ride pretty efficiently as a normal bike. It's just a little heavier than a normal bike. But to answer your question in a more direct way, most people get in excess of 30 miles worth of range. But the range is really a factor of what kind of terrain, how much you weigh, and how much pedaling you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. How much you're assisting the bike, maybe in that sense too.
Exactly.
And how does it charge? Is this got a USB port or something? I mean, how do we charge the bike?
That's a good question. You can charge the battery either in the frame or out of the frame. The battery pack is actually built into the seat post, so you can pull it out of the bike and carry it into your home or office.
Oh, good.
Or you can charge it directly in the frame. There's a charger port built into the side of the down tube.
So you plug it into a regular AC socket, I'm imagining, right? A plug.
Yeah, it has a power supply or a charger, much like you'd have on a laptop computer.
Okay, very cool. So if you just ride the bike into your garage and plug it in, you're going to be good to go tomorrow.
Exactly. It also works a little like a hybrid automobile where it uses regenerative braking. So when you're applying the brakes, it's throwing a charge back into the battery pack, and it extends its range.
Excellent. Now, is this available now?
Yes. Actually, we launched e-Flow last year at CES. Won a pretty interesting competition called the Last Gadget Standing.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And then this year, for 2014, our first anniversary, we introduced the second model that's a little lower priced, and a third model that's a portable compact folding bike.
Oh, wow. Oh, but that's kind of cool, too. So now, which is the Nitro? Is this the one we have here?
This is actually the Flight. This is the new model this year.
Okay.
The Nitro was the model that we introduced last year at CES. We enhanced it a little bit this year, put in a little longer range battery pack, and upped some of the specifications.
And give us the price range from the foldable portable on up to through the Nitro and the Flight and that sort of thing.
$3,500 for the Flight and the model called the Fit, which is the folding bike.
Okay.
And $4,000 for the Nitro.
Wow. Okay. It's almost like a small car that we're buying or investing in, but I'll bet you it's going to be a lot of fun to be riding as well. And you got a display and you got that pedal assist. That's the most fun part for me, I think.
Well, they're a tremendous amount of fun, but a lot of people are using them for transportation. So if they serve as a car replacement, you wind up paying for the bike over a relatively short period of time.
Yeah, oh, for sure. And it doesn't need gas, your own gas, but you're plugging it in too, and little pedal power. Love it. Larry, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Continued good luck, and I'm anxious to see the other models at some point. Maybe we'll get a chance to pedal them a little and then talk more about them on a future show.
Sounds great. Thanks very much, Dave.
It's our pleasure. eflowbikes.com is the site you want to visit. We'll link you there too when you visit us at intotomorrow.com. You'll see what Larry and his team are up to with the Swiss designs and all the other cool stuff from Currie Technologies. Again, eflowbikes.com. Intotomorrow.com, where you'll see the video of this interview and all of our radio interviews from the 2014 edition of the International CES, our 19th year. You want to stay tuned. There's much more coming from Las Vegas. I'm Dave Graveline on the Advanced Media Network.